This video is sponsored by the Monsoon Kickstarter.
So what happened last time?
We made a deal with them bright, liney bastards that Gothy's gonna go see Godric's big old sun-extracting device. Then Gothy passes out, and Elowen tells her to chill the f*** out and work on her deep, suppressed emotional shit. We talk about our next plan, Zanu picks up a plant, Sips is forced into a cage, all the good stuff. Then we did some snooping for some more information to take down the entire regime. That was going...
Release me from this new layer of hell I'm in.
Alright. But then Sips felt a bunch of power crystals, which didn't make any lore sense. So as we push that aside, finally, Gothy finds herself deep in the depths of Godric's palace to meet him face to face. Which we ended with Godric saying, "As I have brought you here to talk, I've thought of another question. And what is that? Do you want to help your people?" What kind of question is that? I'm just curious. It's not often I'm able to speak with a Fourclimmer who has empathy and was there when the Fourclimmer Empire fell. However, reading your file has brought up even more questions. Why are we talking about this? I thought you wanted to show off your sun extraction device. In time. But you are a very curious case. The Princess of the Fourclaimers possessing empathy. But I do wonder if you were misdiagnosed. Excuse me? The evidence does somewhat point to you being defective with empathetic tendencies. But the history outside these tests say otherwise. You may be more Fourclaimer than I thought. Are you trying to piss me off? Not at all. Fourclaimers simply always look for answers. You should know that. Now, you grew up with Zanu, didn't you? Yes. He was made when I was 12. We were friends. For over 300 years. Yet I thought empathy makes the subject care for others who are in pain. That's not. He was being tortured for over 300 years. Why did you not help him? I couldn't do anything, really. A Fourclaimer in an administrative position of royalty couldn't do anything. I wanted to. They wouldn't listen, and you didn't attempt to go against their word. It's just 300 years is a long time to know your friend was being tortured, and for you to allow it to happen just seems strange, as it doesn't really align with the empathy diagnosis, does it? I have empathy. Then how did it feel when our people were being slaughtered by your friend? Did you feel you could have done something to prevent it? And did you feel like you should fix it? Or did you run? Enough! We are not here to talk about my past! Of course. Like I said, I was just curious. What is this about? Do you want to help your people? Yes. Good. The sun will be extracted, and the four-claimer race will be elevated to the next state of being. Unless we stop you. How? How would you defeat me? Exactly. By my intel, you currently have an old decrepit mechanical dragon that barely works. A magic user that has lost her magic. And a creature that has shrunk in size since I last saw it. Very curious on how that happened. Not to mention a small following of defects that only exist because I allow it. So tell me again, how would you defeat me? I have stated before, you're welcome to try. But war can be a waste of resources. I simply want our people to be free from the constraints of mortality. Something you can help with. When we extract the sun tomorrow, we still need to understand how much energy four-claimers require to become immortal. Typically, this would be determined with experiments of trial and error. Something that could be avoided with more information. You want to experiment on me? I want the blueprints of immortality. And in turn, you will be saving thousands of your own people's lives, including your companions. It is not in my interest to waste resources. However, either way, the sun will be taken, and the casualty count will be up to you. So I will ask you one last time. Do you want to help your people?
Is this gonna be a problem? I don't think so. It's just weird to have hundreds of spare power crystals 800 feet below us when we've been told that's impossible. 'Cause technology or whatever.
For that many power crystals, you'd need resources we don't have. That or four-claimers. Godric's relocation program.
So essentially, Masika explains to us that for the past few years, Godric has been shuffling four-claimers around to other programs, specifically hunter and gatherers changing careers to researchers. Now, it's a bit odd, but nothing really that strange. However, some of those people have gone missing. So for years, people have been going missing and you aren't worried about it?
Why would I? It is not particularly important to know where each four-claimer is.
But don't you worry about where your friends are going?
Friends?
There's your answer. So, as tantalizing as going on this morally confusing quest to see if there's some horrifying four-claimer crystal lab experiment thing down below, we ain't gonna do that! We see through Felix's shit. We gotta focus and go do the goddamn task, which keeps getting sidetracked because of Jack and Masika. Are you telling me this mech can also electrocute you?
And take out your kidneys. Not sure why the kidneys specifically.
Okay, that's it. You guys can do all your little weird, useless research somewhere else, not around me. I'm gonna search up here, away from this.
Take me with you.
Is that a good idea? I've hid from enough guards in my life. I'll be fine. So Sips takes a jump from the bookshelf to another with that one. I know some of you guys might think that I'm lying on some things for dramatic pauses and
I really wish I was lying about this one.
See, it wouldn't be that bad if Sips just fell and it'd be fine, but he fell in front of a four-claimer researcher.
Psst, hey!
Just pretend to be a baby monkey. I will not degrade myself like that. Because this is so much more dignified. Then the guards rush in. Well, time to go. Running for our lives, we try to navigate this stupid library where we almost run into big old laser wall. Yeah, just think of like a lightsaber and a wall, had a baby. They could eviscerate you in less than 30 seconds. Wow, that's actually pretty nifty. I will leave you behind. Dodging guards, death laser walls, and our goddamn task, we decide to just grab everything we can find and run. You see, we can't get the info anymore. We just gotta book it. Which really just means, oh, we're fucked.
I'm calling Guffy.
Sept's cast message to let Gothy know that we're boned, we gotta leave. Where she responds with nothing.
She's not picking up.
Wrong number.
It doesn't work that way.
Then go get her. We'll be fine. I may not have magic, but I'm still a crafty bitch. We'll meet you in the jungle. Thanks. So, Sips casts another locate object to find Gothy's mask, then teleports into a room that is strange and uninviting. Then he hears voices. How am I supposed to believe you will keep your word? That will be up to your judgment. But you know your position, don't you? So, what will it be? Okay. They will leave safely through the portal. And I will stay. Good answer. Then a rush of energy fills the air as Sips teleports behind Gothy with just a small moment of time to make eye contact. Then they're gone, leaving Godric alone. Sips teleports both him and Gothy out into the middle of the jungle to talk. What the hell was that? Were you trying to trick him or something? Or what? We're not ready. What the hell are you talking about? Take a goddamn look! Arena's lost her magic, our dragons are broken, Zana is nowhere near ready to fight, Stella's children pale in comparison to Godric's army, and your soul... You don't get another chance. So you're giving up. I'm saving us. You're taking the easy way out. You think this is easy? Letting you all go? And having to stay behind for what? Peace. No, this is for your peace of mind. Godric's not out for peace. He wants power. That's it. He'll start a war. He'll come through the portal. He'll wipe everyone out just for an experiment. He wouldn't. That would break our deal. I'm too valuable. He needs me. For how long? Sure, maybe you can hold him back. Maybe even prevent a war for 100 years. But he will still become a problem. You can't avoid this. I'm not avoiding anything. You're avoiding me. You won't even let me apologize. Do you really hate me that much? No, that's not it. Then what is it? I killed you! I killed you. Well, believe it or not, that's easier to do than you think. It's not the same! I could have prevented it. But I didn't. I knew something was deeply wrong for a long time. So I watched. Sure, I tried to intervene. I did. But the reality was, I was scared. I was hoping it would solve itself. That you would somehow help yourself. But when I saw you were too deep, I didn't know what to do. I froze. And then when I did do something, I killed you.
not much of a friend. Life's messy, and you did your best.
No, you're not listening! I didn't do my best!
For you, my people. Sonu. I couldn't. I didn't know how. I didn't want to make it worse. For him. For me. But it looks like we suffered because of me anyway. I'm tired of people dying and suffering because of me. With Godric's deal, they won't have to, and I could save them. And that's not how it works. The self-sacrificing crap does not make people's lives around you better. It just makes it worse. Believe me, I know. Sure, maybe you've made some mistakes. God knows I have. But a mistake is not who you are. It's about what you do afterwards that counts. Everyone wants to run from life. Because life is goddamn hard. But we can't avoid it. If we try, it gets harder. So we keep going. We have to. How? One step at a time. But I'm scared. I don't know what to do. None of us do. That's life. But you're not alone. You just need some help. And believe it or not, everyone needs help. It kinda comes with existence. That kinda sucks. Yeah, tell me about it. Look, either way, no matter the outcome, we'll tackle this together. Yeah, together. When did you start getting so wise? Yeah, well, that little old lady gets in your head. Tell me about it.
Do I see my friends making up finally?
Oh, hi, Irina. Yeah.
Yes! With the power of friendship! And me! I knew I could help. See? I told you you didn't need a fish.
I'll kill you with one if you don't let me go.
Well, good to see you're all safe and sound.
You too. How did your side of the plan go? So about as good as mine. Well, at least I got one good piece of information.
What's that? At that moment, a loud, high-pitched hum radiates throughout the stone-covered jungle. The once vibrant, luminescent magic trapped within the rock begins to fade and pulsate, as if the magic looks like it's traveling somewhere else. Off in the distance, we see the city of Rachaka glowing brighter and brighter, shifting and changing mechanically, transforming into something that looks to be a high-powered gun, waiting to fire. That Godric is extracting the sun tomorrow. Yep, definitely can't avoid that. Nope. This video is sponsored by the Moonsoon Kickstarter. Moonsoon is a brand new 5th edition campaign setting, packed with over 600 pages, Jesus Christ, 600 pages, of exploration and adventure. Moonsoon is a world filled with lots of new races, like you can play this capybara and a pangolin. I mean, you give them a sword and a nat 20, and this is a very different campaign. Moonsoon also has tons of subclasses, cultures, moon god, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, all the good stuff. But what really sells it for me is it's got 12 moons that you can travel to, each with their own, like, ecosystem, culture, and monsters. I mean, look at this chicken McNugget motherfucker. So yeah, you can go and fight some moon god-like avatars and multi-tier boss fights using the Ryoko Kaiju system. You can also craft items with the Heliana's Guide. And finally, they got I mean. So, go and back them now. Links in the description down below. Also, just a side thing. Felix, Avery, and I are going to be at GenCon this year. Woo! I know this is a bit late to talk about it. Look, I got really sick while making this video. I'm better now, but still. But we got some panels and even a signing going on, so, you can check out the links down below. So, yeah. Oh, God.